Goodness. Directing me to YouTube. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, I'm so glad you're here. I'm having a little issue. I'm hooking up to YouTube, so I went back to Zoom, so I'm hoping somehow I can patch it all through, and everyone can see me because obviously people can hear me, just can't see me. So let's see. Buffering, love buffering. And I'm really not sure it's messing it up because I have two live streams going at the same time. But what the hell, you know? So I'm gonna guess that's what it is. If I end this stream, I don't know if the other one will come up, but I'm gonna try it, you guys. I just stay with me for a bit. I see a face. It's a good face. It's a good start anyway. Okay, so all right. Hello. Hey, yes. Can you see me? Because I'm streaming from Zoom right now. I know. Me too. Over here. So I'm. Yes, I'm on my channel. Hopefully, so. Okay. Um. Can you hear me? Am I still? No, I don't think so. I think okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me try this one. I'm zooming now. I'm on YouTube, so I just don't know exactly how to tell you, except that it's on my channel. Um, how frustrating. How so frustrating, people. Hmm. Live streaming YouTube studio. So, people. Big face. It's a big face. It's a good start. Okay, so now I'm talking to myself. Okay, I'm gonna have to like turn this off. Do you know how to get to my channel? I don't know how to do it on my phone. No. So, but I am live on my channel. So, let me see how I can get you. Sure. So, I'm sure. This way. Okay, I just sent you a link. See if that works. And then okay, well, and I have no idea because um, it shouldn't. I don't think it's linked up. Like if I'm talking now, that's not the same that's going on there, correct? Okay. 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 But I'm not talking. Okay. Oh, good. Stacy says she can hear me. So I'm at least on there now. Okay. So, what time is it? Oh, just 6:41. And I look really strange because my lips are not in sync with what I'm saying. So this is hysterical. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with it. Sound good, Des? Thank you. All right. I'll talk to you later. I'm talking to somebody on the phone at the same time. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal, because this is going to be live and crazy right now. Because first off, I wanted to share with everyone what I've done with the podcast, because it's like this. When I had the podcast before, and it was fine, it was okay, but there was just some things that just weren't right for me. It didn't feel right. And so I thought, I got to take a break. I got to take a step back, take a break back, and see what's going on. And when I did that, I went through the biggest adventure of my life. It ended up being like a quest, like a vision quest. It was a vision quest and it was a healing quest, both at the same time. And what had happened was I was ill. There were a lot of things going on. And at one point, it was obvious that I might decide to leave this plane of existence. And with that, I thought, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I got things to do. I got stuff to do. So I made a firm decision that two things. One, I needed to make sure that my health was better. And at the same time, I needed to fill those gaps, those holes that I was having with my meditation, with my um, doing readings, uh, all of it. Something was missing. I felt like Swiss cheese, basically. And so I thought I gotta figure this out. So I basically went into like a cocoon. I mean, the outside world was completely done with me. I had limited commitments or conversations with family or friends. I really just secluded myself. And when I realized I was doing a quest, then things really started to shift. Um, Health wise, I had to do a complete elimination of things to find out what was going on, what was really irritating me. But in that process, what happened was my energy just began to soar. And I knew I was on the right track. I'm still on this elimination protocol, and I feel so much better. But I'll tell you, it's a struggle. It's tough because we're so used to, I mean, I'm a foodie. I love food. And so it's hard to kind of just give that kind of stuff up. But I'm just being very basic, very plain. And to tell you the truth, I don't miss anything, especially sugar. Sugar, by the way, is just one powerful poison that we all need to like get rid of. It really stunts our psychic development. Let's just say that. Coming out of this podcast, what happened was I decided to take some classes. I met some really incredible humans that I totally have so much support and love for. And in that process, I was able to fill up those Swiss cheese holes. And what ended up happening is my medium skills really took off and my channeling took off. So I realized that, okay, what's the next step here? And that's when my spirit guides, the wise ones, totally came in and I mean, gave me lessons every day on who they were and how I was to work with them and how they were to work with me. And thus the birth of this channel really started to explode. And in that, I created a Patreon account that I'm encouraging everybody, if you want to just follow along, join that account because as a charter member, as people that have just begun this journey with me, your price will always stay the same. It will never go up. But there's daily messages in there from Archangel Michael, which is really cool. Also, I'm holding a Q&A session twice a month with the group so that they can come on and we'll do a Zoom call together and you can ask whatever questions you want and we'll see what the collective conscious wants to say about it. They'll give us guidance, they'll give us tips and tools. I mean, it's amazing the things that they help with. And then on Thursday, of course, I'm going to do the live, which you're all invited to, and there'll be a small teaching in that live every week so that you could take something away from it and then a little something for you, just kind of put a pep back in your step. How's that? What I realized with my eyes wide open is what I was discovering was that there are so many wonderful mediums and channelers and psychics and empaths that are out there, and they're floundering right now because of the fact that we're all being called right now to wake up, open your eyes, gain that awareness, and start doing what you're here to do. And there's so many of us that are like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, or I have no idea how I'm supposed to communicate, or what I do communicate. I'm kind of afraid of in a way because you might have some old beliefs or old paradigms that are preventing you from really crossing over into using and your abilities and sharing it with the world. Being of service actually is what we're being called to do, is to be of service. So this podcast is going to help all of you together to not only be a great group to um, help each other, but also to learn and grow from everything that's going on. So it's specifically designed for you in mind, because I realize that, well, I could use a little help here and there. So um, that's kind of like the brief overview of everything. Um, what's happening now that I'm noticing, of course, the veil is getting much thinner. So our ability to communicate with spirit, and the best part for spirit to end up communicating with us, is growing exponentially. And some of us are getting all kinds of messages and all kinds of um, guidance, but we're just not sure of it. We're feeling a little apprehensive, like, am I making this up? Or how do I know it's real? And so sometimes we go back and we rely on those religious upbringing that we had, which, forgive me for saying, but they're all a damn cult. They all want you to believe a certain way, and that indoctrination is very powerful. And it's not only powerful in the religious sect, but it's also powerful in our government. It's powerful in our commercials. It's powerful in our social media. And so there's a lot going on. And it's I don't want to say it's like good or bad or evil or versus good, because what it is we're in a three-dimensional field, and so we judge it, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but we judge it based on if it's good or bad, up or down, north or south, east or west. It's just the way we're taught and what we learn in the third dimension. But here's a heads up for y'all. Third dimension is beginning to crumble. And then you can see this on the physical. I mean, we have so many earthquakes going around the world right now. We have so many volcanoes erupting around the world. We have so much of people just being divided, whether, they're for this political party or that political party, or for this group of individuals or this group over here of individuals. And then we're changing our pronouns and we're doing all kinds of things. And it's just breaking apart all of the old belief systems, all the old paradigms is what's happening. And if you get caught in that crap, you can experience fear and disillusionment and wondering what the hell's going to happen to all of us. So the point that the wise ones wanted to make with this is the fact that the matrix itself is beginning to split and change. So when we're talking about third dimension or fifth dimension, we have a choice. We have a choice whether we want to stay in third dimensional realm or if we want to go into the fifth dimensional realm. And right now, a lot of us have 1 foot in each realm. 1 foot we're over here doing what all the third realm people do, go to work, at 8 o'clock and come home at 5 and cook dinner and all that stuff that is third dimensional stuff. And then we're seeing in fifth dimension, all this other stuff is beginning to surface and it's beginning to crumble. And as I like to call it, the truth is coming out. You'll see things that you thought were correct, that at least you grew up to believe, that vaccines are great. I mean, that's what we're told. And sugar's not bad for you. And you can eat as many carbs as you want to. And then all of a sudden you begin to find out that these are things that are actually killing us. It's like a slow death. It's slowly choking us to death. And then you see all the people that are having cancer and health problems and heart attacks and all of this. So we're being asked, where do you want to go? Do you want to stay in third dimension? Do you want to go to fifth? But you have to make a choice. You have to decide, because the matrix is really splitting apart right now. It's the age of Aquarius this year. This year is a very demanding year. And you're going to see a lot of things happen that are just, you're just be shaking your head going, this is totally fucking crazy. But the point is, it's because all the old paradigms underneath are beginning to crumble and fall apart. So if we can remove ourselves and become more of an observer and watch this, the better off we'll be. So that's why I decided, well, actually, I didn't decide. It was more the collective conscious decided that this was the way to go, is to actually to help people that are in this, that come as volunteers, that are here at this time, because you're being called, and a lot of you are feeling that call. I've got to do something, but I'm not sure what it is, but I got to do something, and it's coming. And so in this podcast, in this platform, we can explore that, and you can begin to explore individually, but also collectively, of where it is that you fit in this matrix of things, and how you can best help out, and how you can position yourself to help, and what we can do. Also, on Monday nights, I'm going to have what's called Meditation Monday, and it's not just your normal meditation group, because the purpose is to get everyone together in a collective of meditating towards the focus of one thing. So, for instance, if since there's a lot of upheaval in Israel, in Gaza, I mean, to sit and focus all of your loving intention, energy, love energy, to focus it like a laser beam to that area, to help those to wake up, help those to be in a better place. I mean, I know that they've come to experience this, but we can at least help them to speed it up a little bit, so that they're not, in such a bad way. Also, to focus for healing for maybe someone that is in need of some healing energy. Might be going through some that's some of the things that I went through, and they could use some extra help. So to actually focus that energy and focus it there will help the masses. But to do this, to do it in a group consciousness, is so powerful, and it also reverberates back to us as well too. So what we're giving out will definitely come back to us, and so it's this great grand scheme of things that occurs. So that's kind of the nutshell in what the podcast is going to be about. And if you're interested, if you think this speaks to you, if you think that this is something that you can learn and grow from, or maybe you feel like a piece of Swiss cheese like I did, and you could use some extra, insight, then I welcome you to join the group, and like the page, subscribe to the page, and then that way you'll know whenever things come up, you'll get the notice of it. And I promise you, it won't be a black screen next time. I'll get this figured out for sure. Spirit doesn't understand technology, so I'm teaching that at the same time I'm learning. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So the other thing is just fun stuff too, because I want to have some guests in as well too, on near-death experiences. On has anybody heard of human design? I just heard about this just this past week, and I'm like, Lord, and all the information that you can get from this. I don't know how long this has been around, probably for eons of time, and I just kind of bumped into it. But it's part astrology and some other kind of Eastern concepts. And it's pretty fascinating that it can let you know what your strong points are, and all kinds of things. So I think it'd be nice to have someone that's really well versed in the subject to come on the show, and you can interview them and get some information from them, learn more topic. Also, what else did I have in mind for that? Well, ETs. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really interested in extraterrestrials, and since I do know that they're there on the other side and they're kind of wanting to come out, why not? Even things like people doing out-of-body experiences and actually going in to the spirit realm and learning things. Why not come back and actually teach us something, and we can ask questions about it as well too. So these are things that will help us move us along in our development, spiritual development, so that we will be able to know and use spirit, and I use that term, lightly, but communicate with spirit so that we can co-create together and help others at the same time. So there you have it. with all the mess. There you have it. So, oh, the other thing I wanted to say is about right now, I want to share with you, there's some really great ways to work on any energy that may be stuck in your body, because that definitely will lower your vibrational, your frequency. And so the purpose of this is to raise your frequency so that you can communicate more with the other side, even with your loved ones that have crossed, and maybe even animals that have crossed. You know, our beloved animals have a message as well too. But to increase your frequency so that you can have a conversation in different realms, wherever they're at. Even going into the Akashic realm and reading records in the Akashic field as well too. So who knows where this might take you? Who knows? You know, some people might end up, becoming readers and doing this, or maybe you might be using it within your own business, in your own career. I had a lot of people that even in my massage practice, where I would get tons of information from people as they're laying on the table. The body would talk to me all the time, and I just didn't think twice about it. It was just a normal, natural thing, just to place hands on someone, and the body starts talking to you, tell you where it hurts, why it hurts there. And then I would get messages, and I had someone in the Facebook group today just talking about getting messages and then not knowing what to do with them. And because sometimes you're talking to people that just don't do the woo-woo thing. They just they have a hard time with it. And so how do you approach them? How do you talk to them? How do you tell them the messages that you got? So those kinds of things to help us along. Fun things to talk about. And I encourage you to bring your coffee, bring your glass of wine, bring whatever it is that by the way, I just don't drink anymore either. And it's so funny because we'll go out and everybody will have like a cocktail, and I'm the only one that's having like iced tea or, a glass of water. But people immediately think I'm an alcoholic, which is kind of funny. And I'm not. It's just a choice. I choose not to drink anymore. I want to save my liver. I want it to be healthy. It's got a lot of processing to do, but we're getting off the subject of processing not negative, but stagnant energy, and this lowers our frequency. And so now it's a lot easier because we're, the bells then are actually going in and finding that stagnant energy and just releasing it. And it's a very simple process, and I'll do it during the meditation so you can do it at home. It doesn't have to be any big things going on. You don't have to go and talk to a therapist for 5 years or more, what's going on. But it's all up to you, whichever way you want to do it. And also Spirit is there to help you and to guide you along the way too, which is really helpful. So I'm really glad that you guys kind of showed up today and sat with me through my craziness. I so appreciate it. And I will go ahead and please be sure to subscribe and like the channel. I will be doing a meditation Monday. That's the first next Monday. And then after that, you'll see me on Friday, and we'll go from there. So if you have any questions or anything, you can always email me. I'm around for you. It's either Donna@DonnaSchmidt.com, or you can email me at gateway4change.com. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to be with me. I appreciate it, and to go through this little craziness that we did. But in the meantime, love you all, and see you on Monday. Thank you. I can't figure out how to turn it off. Oh, okay. Mhm. I'm still gonna have to like. That's so, that's so funny. Oh God, help me. Help me, God, help me. Where? Let's see. Um, oh Lord, help mercy. Thanks. Thanks. I love you too. Okay. All right, here we go. Somebody tell me how to close this down. Okay, we're just gonna have to close. Wait for the door. Mhm. Thanks. Let's see. I can't find anywhere where it says to, um, I'm just gonna have to go to Zoom. There is a little menu on the top and bottom of the screen. I wonder if it might be an option on your screen. Well, I don't know. I see this. Let me end it.